Okay, so this is a practice problem slash explanation for work. And so work is when the force applied to an object moves the object. The equation for work is force times distance times the cosine of theta. And this is the values of angles in terms of where your direction is going versus where your force is going. So if your direction and force are going in the same direction, or your displacement is in the same direction as your force is going, your cosine, your theta is going to be 0 because there is no angle between these two vectors. Whereas if they're in totally opposite directions, it's the same thing as a plane. So this theta is going to be 180 degrees. And if the direction is going to the right or to the left, whereas the force is going straight up or down, then the theta is going to be 90 degrees. So the practice problem is a force of 50 newtons acts on the block at an angle of 30 degrees. The block moves a horizontal distance of 3 meters. How much work is done by the applied force? So the work is our unknown. We know the force, it's 50 newtons. We also know the displacement is 3 meters. And we have our theta, 30 degrees. So this is the distance that the block moved. This is the force. It's going in this kind of diagonal direction. That's your cosine of theta, and then this is the horizontal, or your theta, this is the horizontal. And so we're using the same equation from before, work equals force times displacement times the cosine of theta. So I'm just plugging my values, work equals 50 newtons times 3 meters times the cosine of 30, which is going to give me a total value of 129.9 joules. I didn't mention it before, but work is measured, the units for work are in joules, which is important. So this is our final answer. This is the equation that we use. And this is kind of a basic introduction to how work works.